I'm AJ. Welcome to Pillow Talk. Let's get started. I, 21 female, love my partner, 21 female, but spending time with them is starting to overwhelm me. How do I balance this? Overwhelming? Easy. So you need some space. But anyway, let's get started. Okay. I, 21 female, recently got into my first ever relationship with my partner, 21 female. We've been together for about 1 to 2 months. My partner is an exchange student in my country and will be leaving in about 3 weeks. After that, we will be long distance. Yeah, long distance is actually very hard, but if it's long distance, it shouldn't be that too much overwhelming. It should be a little bit tougher, honestly. But if you're spending so much time, I could see a little bit overwhelming. But let's continue. I'm currently studying, and between my major, side jobs, and upcoming compensions, most of my time goes into school and work. Because we don't live or study close to each other, I usually travel 1 to 2 hours every time we meet. Dedication right there. I've been trying my best to see her at least once a week. That that actually seems fair, and plus the driving. So lately my partner has been feeling a lot more clingy. It could be because she's going back. She could try to be, because she's leaving the country and stuff like that. She could try to be getting all that comfort and as much time with you as she needs before she leaves back to her country, which is totally fine, which I get. Honestly, I would be doing the same thing. But we're not done. It's not a bad thing. Okay. At least she agrees. I actually find it cute. But instead of asking to meet once a week, she's been asking to hang out 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, I can see what you mean there, because it's a what 1 to 2 hours every time we meet. Traveling 1 to 2 hours every time we meet. Yeah, so that's a long drive and stuff like that. I've been struggling to say no, but I'm scared she'll feel hurt, sulk, or get upset. You could also maybe, if she's old, like if she knows how to wait, she's from a different country, maybe she doesn't know how to drive the car that you're from, like living at. Um, or she could take a bus or something. Maybe let her do some of the, like, it doesn't have to always be on you, type thing. Because of that, I ended up pausing my side jobs and pushing my assignments aside just to spend time with her. We hung out 3 times last week. Recently, when I dropped her off at her apartment, she cried and didn't want to leave. While I understand where she's coming from, I realized that the whole time I just wished she would go home already. Ooh, that was tough to read there. Like, I can't wait for you to leave. Um, but like I get where she's also coming from though, because like 3 times a week back and forth. How about if she just like stayed over or something? Like, I know she has her studies, and I don't know what else she does, but you have your studies, side jobs that you're doing, that you're holding off, and your assignments and stuff. She should also take some part in meeting up with you at your place, or whatever. Um it should be equal, not just falling all on you and making you feel bad and guilty and the whole 9 yards. Okay, that made me feel awful. Like I said, that would make me feel awful. I love my partner, but I feel like our emotional intensity isn't on the same level. I'm not a very emotional person, which some people aren't really emotional. And that's okay. That's fine. But some people are very emotional and some people are in between. And I tend to bottle things up. Sometimes you gotta let them be free, or you're just gonna be like the Tasmanian devil and explode and be a twister. But that's okay. Let's keep reading. Over the past few days, her affection has started to make me feel overwhelmed to the point where I sometimes want to leave in the middle of dates. Whoa, that's bad. That's not a good sign. Anyway, on top of that, I can't stop thinking about my responsibilities, assignments, work, and deadlines while we're together. Yeah, that's tough because you're doing all this and pushing this aside. Like I get she wants to be with you before she leaves back to her own country, have all that like let me have all the time with you before I leave kind of moments and stuff. So like I understand her partner side and I understand your side too, but I kind of understand a little bit more of yours because you can't be doing that all to you. She has to put a little effort in, go to where you are living 1 2 hours away and like helping you out instead like meet halfway type deal. To clarify, because she's an exchange student, she isn't allowed to work. Okay, so she can't work. And only oh yeah, she's an exchange yeah, okay. Only has about 2 classes a week. Our schedules are very different. So she should be coming to you. I have 5 classes a week, 2 side jobs, and compension. I feel like I'm constantly torn between spending time with her and keeping up with my responsibilities, which I understand completely. Because your responsibilities are important and she's important too as well. That's like part of like her as your responsibility too, but she should make you her responsibility and come and visit you instead of you coming to her. Okay, anyway, I feel like a horrible person for feeling this way. No, you're fine, dear. You really are. I feel guilty for not spending enough time with my partner, but I also feel guilty about the declining quality of my work and the stress piling up. Yeah, also, you don't want to get fired from your job because your girlfriend is from a different country and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You got to make your money and your living as well. Uh, I should stop talking. I'm a big talker. Huh. Um, With only 3 weeks left before she leaves, I don't know how to balance my time properly. I'm also unsure whether this is my old avoidant ten- tendencies resurfacing or if I'm simply overwhelmed by everything on my schedule combined with the emotional intensity of my first relationship. I don't want to hurt her, but I also don't want to burn myself out or grow resentful. Yeah, I think you kind of like answered your whole question right there cuz yeah, you don't want to be overwhelmed, burnt out, um too much like with all the emotional intensity with your first uh what was it partner relationship or something. Um and you don't also want to hurt her and also grow resentful. You don't want that either because you care and love for her. Any advice would be appreciated. I also have to add in that my parents are very against me dating a woman. That's why she doesn't come over. Okay. Well, that sucks. That really does. I thought she had her own place or something like that. Okay. So each time we go on dates, I have to either sneak out or use my friends as an excuse for hanging out. Yeah, I'll just be like, I'm gonna go see my girlfriend. What are they gonna do? Kick me out? Anyway, I also feel guilty for hanging out so much as I usually am the type to stay at home and do my work. Um, but also, I would complain to your parents because if you love her, she's gonna be also in your life and gonna be meeting the parents. You know, they're gonna have to deal with that. So spill the tea to your parents, you know? And if they love you, they'll accept it. Okay. Comments. Only one. Thanks. Okay. Pretty freaking early. 1 to 2 months in. Yeah, it's still fresh, like she said. To not want to be around them. OP. That should be telling enough. Yeah, that's true. But all the overwhelming of her just piling, I need to see it. But yeah, also, yeah, that's true. You don't have to protect people's feelings at the cost of your own. Yeah, exactly. Like job, her school schedule. Well, she has 2 jobs and stuff. She doesn't want, I know it's side jobs, but still it's making money and helping her out. Um yeah, that should tell you in 1 to 2 months in of dating. But also she really does love her and all that. So it's like a back and forth kind of motion thing. Like she doesn't really know what to do, sort of deal or whatever. But that's all we have for that one. So I hope it works out. I really do. Um, so yeah. Tell me what you guys think, honestly. Because I would love to talk to this woman. Okay. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that one. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble on. Um, please like and comment down below, and please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.